Did you know that among the world's least developed countries, there are places where internet access barely reaches 10% of the population, and where resources allocated for education and healthcare are extremely limited? These countries often face natural disasters and political instability as well, which further complicate technological and social development. The Human Development Index, HDI, is a statistical tool used by the United Nations Development Programme, UNDP, to measure and compare human development across the globe. This index measures the standard of living, education, literacy, and health, life expectancy. The index ranges from 0 to 1, where higher values indicate better living conditions. The maximum HDI value is 1, representing ideal human development conditions, while the minimum is 0, indicating the worst possible circumstances. In the video, we introduce the world's 10 least developed countries, showcasing the challenges and potential directions for development based on the standard of living, the level of digital technology, and other indicators of progress. We start with Burkina Faso, which occupies the 10th position on our list. Burkina Faso's Human Development Index, HDI, value is 0.452, reflecting the country's low standard of living, particularly in terms of healthcare, education, and the availability of digital technologies. The healthcare system faces numerous challenges, including a lack of basic services and a low level of healthcare infrastructure. The backwardness of the digital culture further complicates the country's development efforts, limiting the population's access to modern communication tools and information. Yemen, in 9th place, is severely affected by ongoing conflicts and humanitarian crises, impacting the standard of living, healthcare, and the development of digital infrastructure. Its HDI value of 0.455 is low, reflecting the country's difficult situation where meeting basic needs and accessing fundamental services pose significant challenges. Ranked 8th on our list also has a low HDI value, 0.465, indicating widespread poverty, low levels of education, and deficiencies in healthcare. Most people in the country do not have access to adequate healthcare services, and the digital culture is significantly underdeveloped, hindering economic and social development. Afghanistan, which is in 7th place, faces numerous challenges, including political instability, limited healthcare, and a lack of educational opportunities. The country's low HDI value of 0.511 reflects the difficult living conditions and low standard of living. The lack of digital advancement further exacerbates these problems, limiting access to information and modern technologies. Angola is 6th on the list, where, despite an economy based on oil, basic human needs, such as healthcare and education, are not adequately met. Its HDI value of 0.581 indicates that, although there are advancements, the standard of living remains low, and the healthcare and educational systems do not meet the population's needs. The prevalence of digital technologies is also limited. Benin, ranked 5th, struggles with a low HDI value, 0.545, which indicates a low standard of living, deficiencies in healthcare, and limited educational opportunities. The country's healthcare systems have poor infrastructure and low resources, while the educational system is unable to provide quality education for all children. The availability and use of digital technologies are significantly behind those of more developed countries, hindering social and economic development. Bhutan, in 4th place, has a relatively higher HDI value of 0.654, reflecting the country's efforts to improve the standard of living. Bhutan has made significant progress, especially in healthcare and education, although developing digital infrastructure remains challenging. The country's unique gross national happiness philosophy focuses on a broad approach to the standard of living, including mental well-being and environmental sustainability. Burundi, in 3rd place, has an HDI value of 0.433, indicating a low standard of living and developmental challenges. Access to healthcare and educational opportunities is limited, and the availability and use of digital technology are low. The country's economic and political instability only further exacerbates these problems. The Central African Republic, in second place, has an extremely low HDI value of 0.397. The country faces significant impacts from humanitarian crises and conflicts on the standard of living, healthcare, and educational systems. The digital infrastructure is almost non-existent, further complicating access to information and economic development. Finally, Chad occupies the first position on our list based on the HDI value, which is 0.404. This value reflects the country's numerous challenges, including a low standard of living, limited access to healthcare, and a lack of educational opportunities. The digital culture and infrastructure are extremely underdeveloped, hindering the population's access to modern technologies and information. Some of the mentioned countries have forecasts suggesting that living conditions may improve in the near future, potentially opening up opportunities for technological development. It's important to note that technological advancement depends on many factors, and these countries are also striving for digital catch-up to improve their citizens' living conditions. Technological innovation and development can facilitate sustainable development and contribute to economic growth in these countries. As our video comes to an end, I would like to thank you for joining us. We hope that the information shared was not only informative, but also inspiring. If you liked the video, please subscribe to our channel so you won't miss out on future content. Don't forget to comment below, sharing your thoughts, feelings, or any questions the video may have raised. And of course, browse our other videos. There's plenty of interesting and thought-provoking content waiting for you.